your ad spend, so how much you spent in total, your actual ad content, and your actual offer. Then I'll break down how to fix these issues. So your ad spend, depending on your product or service, is how you're going to probably spend in total before expecting someone to convert. So that's either like book an appointment or purchase a product. Typically with services, you probably want to spend about a fourth or a third of the cost of the service to get someone to book, or at least be willing to spend that amount. So if your service is $100, you probably want to be at least willing to spend $25 to $33 to acquire that customer. Now, this is solely based on your business. If you know you can tolerate spending a little bit more to get the client, because you know they're going to stay with your business for like a long time, and you're going to make some multiples on the money that you spent on your ads. So, for example, let's say that same $100 service, it actually costs you $75 in ad spend to get that person to book. But that person stays with your business for 2 years and they see you once a month. So that's $100 a month for 2 years. So that's $2,400 in lifetime value from that customer. But it cost you $75 to acquire that customer. So you have to take into consideration what someone may spend throughout the duration of like doing business with you. You can't always just look at what it's costing you up front, and especially assuming that that person is only going to do business with you. So those are some things you kind of have to think about before launching ads, as well as determining or helping you determine how much you should spend to get a customer. Daily budget is not all that important. More important is what you've spent in total. So you can start with as little as $5 per day. All you're trying to see is, are people like taking the next steps? At $5 per day, you should be getting at least clicks. Are people clicking on your ad? If people are clicking on your ad, are they taking the next step in your sales process? So if they're trying to buy something online, the next step in your sales process is probably going to be adding to cart. Okay, so are they adding a cart? Yes. Okay, keep it moving. Are they initiating checkout? Yes, keep spending money. Ultimately, if people are adding a cart, initiating checkout, they should end up buying. With the booking process, are people clicking? Yes. Okay, keep spending. If people are becoming leads, yes, keep spending. If people are like becoming consultations, yes, keep spending until ultimately they become uh, booked appointments. Now, once you see your ads working on lower budgets, that's a signal that you can go ahead and increase your ad spend. But there's no need to like just jump out there with a high ad spend. The next thing is going to be content. So ideally, your content should call out to who you want to see your ad at least, because your ad creative is what does the targeting for you. And if your ad isn't necessarily calling out to someone, Facebook is going to struggle to get your ads in front of who you need your ads to be seen by, which is ultimately going to affect your conversions. So, for example, I just set up an ad for a client that has no call out. It's a good piece of content. It went viral. It did generate some sales with her existing audience. But remember, with ad traffic, the large majority of people that see your ad are considered cold. They don't know you. So you kind of have to approach them differently than you would approach someone that already knows you. So she's selling a digital product. So even though we haven't gotten any sales yet, the only thing I'm paying attention to is at least what we're paying for traffic. So traffic cost is really cheap. So that's a sign to me that I should at least allow the ads to continue to run until we reach our like target spend. uh, which is $67. It's a digital product. So digital products, you can just go ahead and spend the 100% of the cost of the product because it's okay to break even with digital products because you're essentially acquiring customers like for free. So that's fine. Um, the next part is going to be the offer. So you have what you spending on your ads, then you have your ad content, then you have your actual offer. And this is the most important part of running ads. So using the same client again, we know her offer works. Extremely high conversion rate, probably over $15,000 of track sales. So we know people want the product itself. When you running ads, so cold traffic, you have to ask yourself like, what's in it for them? What's going to make someone like stop from scrolling, stop from being entertained to go over to your website, pull out their credit card, and give you money? And the offer is one of the most overlooked parts when running ads. People think it's like the budget, your content, your targeting. That stuff is important, but the offer is more important because even if you set up the perfect targeting, you use the perfect ad creative, you set the perfect budget, but you have a offer that people don't want, no one's gonna buy. What the fuck? I don't care what the fuck y'all do. That's funny. Um, but yeah, if you have an offer that no one wants, then nobody's gonna buy it. So I would, when running ads, the absolute most important thing that I will focus on is creating a offer that people actually want to give you money for. And one of the easiest ways to do this is just by poll or surveying your existing customers or surveying people that give you money. It's like, hey, um, what can I add to this to make it more valuable to you? And that's whether you have a service or a physical product or a digital product. But yeah, those are the three key elements. If anyone is on here that actually cares about this stuff, I know my man Moon said he don't care. uh, I'll take some questions. Have like 40 minutes before training starts. Then another thing you should know when running ads is like if it's a brand new product, no sales data, don't run ads with the expectations of like getting sales. Run ads to collect data. Uh, Obviously, we want sales, but it's like if you have no existing data, you're essentially buying data. How's your day going? My day is going pretty good. How about you? I went to go do a little bit of work and get some coffee, or get some coffee and do some work. Um, Uploaded a video to YouTube. Now I'm on my way to personal training, which starts in about 40 minutes. Now I'm not looking forward to today because it's conditioning day, which means I'm about to get my ass kicked and I'm already sore as hell. It's night here. Where are you located? So yeah, I do personal training 3 times a week. Um, Day one of the week is it's like agility stuff. Second day is heavy, which was yesterday, and third day is conditioning. Last week wasn't all that bad because maybe it had something to do with me taking a Celsius because coffee don't do shit. But it's definitely a tall task. Bro be putting me to work. What's your work? Oh, you're in India. I do digital marketing for beauty brands. So if you like check out my YouTube channel, I have a bunch of content on like how to, set up ads, uh, set up funnels, just everything that hairstylists, salon owners need to know to like get customers. Actually, one of the people that I work closely with in my business is he's from India. Yeah, I reluctantly picked the niche. When I first got started, I was trying to work with everybody that I could possibly work with, but I wasn't getting any traction doing that. Not saying it's like impossible, but once I did pick a niche, that's when I actually started making money in my business. Like now I can transition and just try to target everyone. Because I mean, all of this stuff is the same. It's like all businesses need leads or consultations or tours or whatever the case may be. So we have the ability to at least do that. Go get you more attention. Riches are in the niches. Yeah, that's what they used to tell us. And all of these guys like, oh, you should have niched down. It's 2026. But yeah, it's good when you like specialize in one thing. It makes you look like the expert. What do you do? You're into marketing? Talking to you is really won't go each other. What kind of marketing do you do? Oh man, just made it to my destination. Social media growth manager. Okay, cool. Are you strictly just like the client create the content, then you post it, or do you offer like content creation, posting, captions, like all in one?